Hey, it's Spain with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Eclipse Phase, second edition tonight. It has been a hot minute since I run it, and we have a new cell of Firewall agents here.
Ready to die.
Yeah, the scenario is called Chancel, which is a part of a cathedral. So a architectural term. Yeah, I don't use art. Yeah, it's very new for me to use architecture.
You've never done that.
Yeah, so all three of you are Firewall agents. And before I introduce where you are, where we're beginning the scenario, I'll give you your background briefly. But first, tell us who you're playing and who you are.
Hi, gang. It's me, Chris. It's me. I'm the guy. I am playing a character called Chi. It is a mechanical small dragonfly that flies around, a Barsoomian hackivist. A cheeky person. If indeed you can call him a person anymore, because we're past humanity.
Yep. It is very much a transhumanist sci-fi
I forget, is that character, are you like an AGI that's like a digital mind, or are you like a person?
Synth this is here.
Background, like, were you originally human or?
Since you're my family's soul itself.
Okay, so
you're inhabiting a robot right now.
A human inhabiting a robot body, which is just what you do. We have a new role player tonight.
We do.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi. So I'm Amanda. I'm playing this character, Estika, and I don't know anything about them.
Well, they are from the Eclipse phase. These are pre-made. Chi and Estika are from the pre-gens in the Eclipse phase core book, so you can look at that if you have the PDF or the print book. But Estika is a gatecrashing scientist, xenoarcheologist. So you go to alien planets and look at alien artifacts and ruins, try and figure out what the dead aliens were doing.
Robot Indiana Jones.
Yeah, robot Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and you're in a Slitheroid body, which is a robot, snake person kind of thing.
And there's your bowl, and use your tail.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
You could do that if you wanted to.
Estika Jones.
Estika Jones.
Oh my god, you should totally go
with that. And then we have a Tom who actually made your own.
I made my dude. I'm playing Goddard. He is he's a gatecrasher and explorer.
Okay.
And survivalist.
Okay.
And obviously he's also a Slitheroid because it's way easier to survive in a robot body where you don't need biological shit like food and sleep.
Mm-hmm. All right. So all of you are members of Firewall. Firewall is a secret organization run by volunteers that wants to protect what's left of humanity from other existential threats that threats for all of the existence of humanity, things that could kill everyone who's left.
Precarious.
Yeah, AI's wiped out 90% of everybody 10 years ago, and the last remaining 10% are really, really paranoid? Desperate to hang on.
Little paranoid.
So yeah, and you've been recruited for your background mission before you went on a mission. Is that you are all actually going to be forks. You're going to be copies of your egos. So basically, people make copies of your minds and sent them on this mission. So you know that you're a copy, but that's okay.
What is real?
What is real? And what does it mean to be a person? Who knows? So they know that a very rich person, an oligarch on Mars, Jorge Fugger, basically, yeah, that was a funny name.
Good job.
Liquidated his entire portfolio, all of his money, and spent it on resources to send through one of the Pandora gates, one of the gates that let you travel outside of the solar system, for something, and nobody knew what it was, and Firewall was like, well, that can't be good. What if he builds a weapon and comes back and kills us all, or tries to take over? Or what if he attracts an alien threat and leads them to us? We got to see what he's doing.
What if he's building a shitty amusement park?
There's a fourth agent in your team, an AI hacker who just lives as software in computer systems, and they present themselves as a little cat girl whenever you have virtual meetings. And they go by the name of Bingle. So Bingle the cat girl will be your little AI assistant helping you on this mission. And so that's what you all remember when you were on Mars, and you were like, all right, I'm sending a copy of myself to Mars. Bye, second me. Good luck on this mission. Now, you've been told the only piece of hardware that's going on this mission is what they call a quantum entangled transmitter. communicator. So basically, quantum entangled devices are basically you get quantum entangled device A and B. When one of them, it's very complicated, but they can transmit data to each other no matter how far apart they are in the universe. So they can be, and it's instantaneous. So these could be 1,000 light years apart, and you could be texting each other with it instantaneously. Don't ask me to explain the science. The book tells me that's possible, so that's yeah. Quantum entangled.
If the book told you to jump off a bridge.
All right, sure. Your mission, what you remember your mission is to Bingle would get you sleeved into physical bodies somehow, and then you'd be put in physical bodies. You'll wake up somewhere on this distant exoplanet, this distant planet, and then you have to find the quantum entangled communicator, and then tell Firewall what this guy is doing with all of these resources. He's building his own city somewhere in the universe.
So wait, what's he building?
What's he building in there, basically? And so as we begin, you all wake up and you realize you're in a simulation. You're in a what they call simulspace, a virtual reality, a Matrix style computer simulation. And it looks like a late 21st century Earth cafe. It's very cozy. It's very nice. There's a barista there serving people drinks. And then there's a cat girl there. And she waves at you. And you know that's Bingle. So Bingle has uploaded your minds into the simulation, probably to give you an update on what's happening in the real world. So you can look like yourself, like a robot snake person, or you can look like something else in this coffee house simulation. So Bingle says, yeah, don't worry. Hi, I just want to give you an update. The mission's gone it's been a little complicated. So I want to tell you what happened before.
Define complicated.
Well, Goddard, we're a little, I thought I'd be able to sleeve you into bodies, put you in a physical body in a couple months. Been a little longer than that.
Well, I mean, time is relative, but how relative?
Well, let's not get, so first off, what do you look like, Goddard, in this simulation?
Actually, I kind of look like my human self, but just in kind of like late 19th, early 20th century explorers.
Okay.
Explorer gear.
All right. Yeah. So, Jurassic Park chic, kind of a little bit. All right.
Yeah, khaki, but not lots of khaki and very official looking.
Okay, very good. So Estika, Amanda, what would you look like in a simulation? Would you look like your robot body, or would you look like something else?
I think I would look like my robot body.
Okay, so you're just the robot in the coffee house. So,
yeah.
All right.
That's a book.
Yeah.
Robot in a coffee.
We'll write it next.
Yeah, there we go. All right. And Chi, what about you?
I am a completely unshaded orb. It just floats 2 feet off the ground, and my username hangs above it constantly.
It's like a default avatar. I don't know.
Like my character, somehow found the alpha version of this software.
Oh God!
Yeah.
So you look like a placeholder.
Yeah.
I would have also accepted T-posing. Yeah. So we have an orb, a robot, and an explorer hanging out in a coffee house with a cat girl. So the good news is I did get you the bodies that you wanted. So there's 2 Slitheroids and a dragonfly. So you'll be, as soon as we're done with this, you'll be loaded in your actual physical bodies. But it took a long time to get them assembled and find a safe place to do that in this place. It's called the Cathedral, by the way. That's what this
that's not ominous.
city is called. It's been 38 years, I think.
Since you launched this?
Yeah, since your last memory were 30 when you were on Mars was 38.
And my reaction is that tracks.
The quantum entangled communicator, I think, is still existing. I think I put it.
Wait, does humanity still exist?
I don't know. We've lost contact.
No, well, that is a conundrum.
Yeah. So it turns out this billionaire guy was Catholic, and he, I think. What he wanted to do was make a society that was more thinking in the long term. He thought capitalist societies were too short-minded and would burn out. So he wanted to make a slow society that would last for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So he went back to like the medieval thinking. So he sort of structured a kind of pseudo medieval society. There's this idea called cathedral thinking, where the idea is you start working on a cathedral, then your son will do it, and your son's son will do it. And, it takes 200 years to build the cathedral. So, but you're okay with that. You just spend your entire life building a cathedral that'll never be done. So I don't know what they're trying to build, but it's big. And there's a lot of people now. And it's so big that I could find a little space at the end of this city that no one's paying attention to, so I could put you into bodies. Because that's sort of my mission, is to get you into physical bodies so you can do your mission.
So we can't phone home. We can't check.
You can if you can get the quantum entangle device. But that's out of the city, so you have to get a vehicle to get to it.
No, I can drive. Can any of you drive?
So, how are you doing, Estika? You don't seem to be. It seems to be a bit shocked to you.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. So
Well,
I guess I'm just intaking information right now.
Okay. Well, yeah. No, there's a lot of information. So your mission is to find out what Jorg here, the billionaire running this place, he calls himself a shepherd now, which seems creepy.
That's how these movies always start.
Yeah, he's trying to he brought lots of people in, and he copied them and edited them. So there's actually I think a couple million people in the city now. Some of them are in robot bodies, some of them are in human bodies. Some
getting some what do you call it? Bioshock in.
Yeah. So it's so you kind of have a lot of autonomy here. So if you think it's a threat, Firewall did say it's okay to take over this place or blow it up. I don't know.
That's Firewall.
Yeah. I do vaguely know where the Pandora Gate is. I mean, I imagine security there is pretty heavy, but there's a lot of options here. I mean, honestly, we're so far out. We could kind of do whatever we want. Nobody's going to pay attention to us. So, I mean, maybe we just kill the shepherd and take over and control society, millions of people, do whatever we want. No.
That sounds like a lot of hard work.
Does sound like a lot of hard work. But yeah, we're in a big city. We're on an exoplanet. I don't know where it is. There's no air outside the city, but you're all in robot bodies, so that doesn't matter. It's very cold out there too, but you will definitely need a vehicle. But yeah, we're on a cold, frozen planet in a big, giant metal city that's vaguely shaped like a cathedral. And it's 38 years later. So, sorry.
So, all right. I recommend we do what it takes to get in contact with base, because 38 years is very bad, and we need to make sure that we're even going to get paid for what we're going to do.
I agree.
Well, so point of note, or you do this for the love of the game, essentially, because you believe in Firewall, because you think they're the only things that will actually protect you.
Well, my motivation is Martian liberation. I would do this sans the money.
Yeah, exactly. You believe if they come back through the gate with this massive city, they have millions of people now. They could take over Mars or destroy it.
One of mine is explore exoplanets. I'm down.
Yeah.
Actually, our solar system's boring.
So, Amanda, you can just if you were in that situation, what would you want to do? You've been cut off. It's been years later. You're just waking up, and you're in a very distant place that's very weird.
Do we need to wait to get our bodies?
No, okay, yeah. I'll just put you in the simulation to sort of gently guide you into this. So, I can put you in the. But do you want to wake up in your body right now?
Don't I need that?
Yeah.
Things?
Okay. Let's get you in your bodies. All right. So the coffee house disappears. You all open your eyes. You are in your bodies. You're both two of you are in Slitheroids. Robot snake people, and you're in a robot dragonfly.
We're not needing to roll for integration. Right?
No. Bingo took care of all that. So if you could put your mind in a new body during this scenario, in which case you would have to we'll deal with that. But if you're oh, that's a cooler body, I want to go in that one. That's definitely possible. But anyway, you wake up, you're in your sensor readings are reading that's very cold. It's -30.
Celsius
or Fahrenheit.
Okay.
And it's entirely metal. You're all on just these metal slabs. You wake up, there is the lights are flickering. Your sensors are reading the far wall is much colder than the inner wall, so you think that's the outer wall of the city. So there's not much heat here. So your robot bodies are fine right now, but basically you're the equivalent of a supply closet at the end of the city, at the far end of the city, where no one's paying attention to this. You can tell there's not maintenance here is already beginning to suffer. Things are beginning to fall apart. So yeah, you get access. There is a network. It has its own internet, essentially wireless internet. Bingle has already given you access to it. And it begins with a daily prayer. There are hourly prayers, and there's litanies of the faith. Looks like the shepherd here has created his own religion that people are sort of programmed into from birth here.
I mean, in the far future, you can just make people believe.
Yes. There's a thing where people's minds are digital, and you can edit files. So, so all of you, if you have a knowledge skill that would be of use, you could learn something about it. So, for example,
have a knowledge have-ops.
Okay, sure. You can make a knowledge have-ops. So, Estika. Let's see here. I'll look at you. Let's sort of give you ideas. If I can find it.
I do succeed.
All right.
But I will. Let's.
Catch up. So let's see here. You have engineering, which would be useful. Manufacturing, which would be useful. Xenoarcheology would be useful. So, now that you're waking up and you're getting a sense of what this place is like, is there anything you would want to know more about, or you would be curious to investigate, to figure out?
I don't need any sort of map or anything, right? No sort of guide to get out of here.
Actually, a map would be very useful. You don't have one. There's some information, but it's kind of spotty. So you could roll knowledge, nanofacturing, which is about nano manufacturing technology.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you have a skill of 55% in that. You see where it says 55? Mm-hmm. So you roll your 2 dice and tell me if it's equal. Yeah. If it's over or under. If it's equal, you succeed.
So is this 59?
That's 5 and 9. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So you look around. I will give you some information, even though you failed, and say basically you.
What did we fail?
Oh, manufacturing. You need to roll under your skill to succeed.
Oh, I thought it was over.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you can't get a cohesive map to any areas, but you realize this place is actually kind of a blind spot. So anything that happens in this outer area, which is called, it looks like there are a lot of maintenance robots around that are actually people are in them. They're not automated. So there are people around here you could talk to and get more information. But you can't get a map on your own. So Habops, what are you trying to figure out, Goddard?
Just trying to get a sense of because every hab has function.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to just get a feel for how does this place just kind of work on an overall.
Okay. You can get that it is vaguely categorized as a cathedral. So there are different areas, and there's a different cast of people in them. So this is called the facade. This is the outer walls. This is the very this is the least protected area. It is the lowest caste people live here. And the maintenance, people live here, essentially internally repairing the walls against the terrible weather. Then closer in is the nave. There are actually people there, and they're the main workforce for the great work. And it doesn't say what the great work is, but this seems like a multi-generation.
So it's peasants, then laborers.
Yeah. Then there's the transept, which is skilled labor and security. Then there is the choir, and then there's the chancel, and that's where the shepherd lives. So those are sort of it's kind of nested.
And that's so it goes that, then upper class, and then the great leader.
Mm-hmm. So and those are also areas. So each area, and the closer you go into the core of the habitat, the better it is. So yeah. But yeah, this is a massive city. There are millions of people in it. It is absolutely huge. It is hundreds of square miles in size.
Busy bees.
Yep. So Chi, what do you want to figure out looking around?
So those broadcasts are like they're doing like sermons and stuff on them, right?
Mhm.
Can I use my knowledge of cryptography to see if they're like actually broadcasting a hidden message,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
like a virus or some shit?
Smoke.
88 is a critical failure, I believe, right?
Yes.
It's over.
It is so critical failure. You get shut out. You'll have to like get somebody's credentials to log back. You've lost access to the network. So you could spend a insight to cancel that.
Yes, I will.
All right. So you spend an insight. You don't critically fail. You just don't find any hidden messages, but you think there could be. In fact, it would be very probable, given the traffic in there, but you don't find a specific one. So, so Bingle is just talking to you in your head. Like Bingle is just like an AI floating around a software. She doesn't have a physical body. So she's like, "Hey, I'm here to assist you with your mission." So I do know that they have there is a vehicle base somewhere that they take out for mining operations and scouting for more mining. They're basically mining this planet to turn it all. I think they're
Are they going for an ecumenopolis here?
well, I think it's turning the entire planet into a factory so they can start building the actual project.
Also, the cathedral is not the main project.
No, the cathedral right now is. They're talking. This is they're only 38 years in like a 10,000 year project. So like they're that's what their goals are.
Oh, so it's the cathedral beta version.
Yeah. So they plan to, I think, mine this entire solar system. So
okay, where are we in physical relation to this vehicle?
well, I don't know yet. So I've been sort of very focused on just like one, not being detected.
Hey, are any of you good at actually speaking to people? I try to avoid doing that at all.
Well, and then the other thing I've been good at has been trying to get you, build your bodies and your
I
equipment.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now I just want to help you do your mission.
I can't feel anything, but
Yeah.
that's a sin joke.
So I do know somebody nearby though who could help. So that one of the caretakers, Annabelle, has spotted me in the system, and I've talked to her a few times, and she seems okay. She's in a cheap robot body, but we could go. I think she's kind of got her own secrets. So
is Annabelle part of Firewall?
no, she's a local, but she's definitely detected me, and we've conversed a few times, and I think she's kind of like got her own secrets. So I don't think she's gonna like rat us out to anybody.
Do either of you have like either persuade, deceive, or kinesics, anything like that?
I got deceive.
I don't think so.
Because I try to avoid talking to people. I mean, at least I'm trying to get something.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I will handle it.
Okay.
As we can tell, I'm off to a good start.
So to get to her, we'll have to leave this room and go along the outer wall itself. So you have wings, so you can do that pretty easily, but the other two will have to like climb.
Well, I just bring the vehicle to them.
Well, I mean,
can you drive?
No, to talk to Annabelle. Like we don't know where the vehicle bay is.
Oh,
so
do you have pilot ground?
No,
I do.
Well, you don't have a vehicle yet.
I know, that's what I mean. Like once we get it,
well, there's an AI smart enough to drive the dumb vehicle for us, isn't there?
Yeah. But Estika has pilot
but
too.
I have driving actually pretty high. I can actually do some shit with it.
Okay. So you can either go talk to Annabelle,
we're gonna drift in this thing,
or you could leave the room and start exploring to look for the vehicle.
Yeah, let's go talk to someone.
Okay. So yeah.
We have to like kind of like just start literally slithering around this wall.
Yeah.
All right, athletics.
Yep. Both of you give me an athletics check. So you have an athletics
40?
40.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
18. Make it.
Okay. And I'm checking if you have any gear that would help. I think you do.
I rolled 55. That's bad, right?
Yeah, that is. But I think they might have pocket lab, auto cook. Oh no, you have electronic rope. That'll give you plus 20. So electronic rope will let you climb better. So you actually.
So do you make it if you add 20 to your skill?
So the skill is 40. So I have 55. So
that's a critical success then.
That would
that would
if
raise
it's
it to 60. Yeah. So now it's a critical success. So yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you are
Cool.
You are slowing like a pro on this thing.
Yeah.
or rolling these things. Rolling.
So if
I
you
literally don't know what I just did.
so basically you woke up in this metal room. You find out you're in the cathedral, this massive city, right? You got that.
Yeah.
And Bingle, your little AI helper, is telling you there's someone you can talk to, but you have to go along the outer wall. You have to go outside.
Right.
And so you're clinging to this outer wall, and you're outside. You just see this bleak, rocky landscape that it stretches as far as the eye can see. There's nothing but rock in this city. This is the only place on the entire planet. And you're up like half a kilometer. You're like 1,000 meters in the air. You're really high up. The wind is howling, and you're just clinging to this wall. If you fall, it's a long ways down.
Yeah. Disappointing.
And with the electronic rope, you're able to like expertly guide you, and like he has wings, so he can fly, but it's very hard for him because the wind's very hard. But yeah, you're just climbing along the wall, and you're seeing a sight you've never seen before, and it's a very yeah. So do you picture that?
I do.
Yeah. All right. So you climb along this outer wall of this massive city, and you come to a door, and a little red light blinks on, and it slides open. You go inside, and you're in this little like circular chamber with a heating unit there, and there is this old thin robot that looks like it's been patched and repaired so many times. It's very much is this the original robot?
Case morph.
Yeah, what they call a case morph, the cheapest, shittiest robot you can imagine. And in there's a very, very cheap synthesized voices. Hello, I am Annabelle. I see the little cat has brought friends.
Yeah, hi. Well, it's this place. This is place is something.
Yes, it is my little home. No one knows of it. I do my work and get my rations, my energy rations, and my patch tools and things to keep me going. And I'm able to be clever enough to avoid the culling. You see, we here in the Facade cast we're supposed to go to our reward after 20 years of work. But I've been avoiding that.
No.
Yes, we're they kill us after they delete our minds after 20 years. But I've been avoiding that because they think if we awake too long, we start get to ideas and they rebel. Yes. So I've been here since the beginning. So I was very curious about what this cat would eventually produce because I figured she was an outsider, and she's brought you three here.
We're perfect. Yes, we are perfectly normal people here. Nothing. But say we were looking for a couple of things. Would you be able to help us out?
Well, sure.
There's supposed to be a communications device somewhere here.
Oh, well, Bingo pops on. I have the coordinates of that. You just need a vehicle to get to it.
Yes, we need a vehicle. We were told there was one.
Oh, there's a vehicle bay on the ground level. They have scouting vehicles and big ground haulers for ore.
Probably the scouting vehicle would be it. I mean, I would love to drive a giant ore hauler, but really.
Well, if you take one of those bigger vehicles, it'll be bound to attract attention.
That's what I'm thinking.
In fact, if you take any vehicle, it'll attract attention.
Maybe I can drive stealthily.
Facade worker. Well, no, it's just the vehicles are strictly watched over to make sure people don't escape. They don't want people. Some people occasionally get ideas and they think they've seen God out in the wilderness.
Are these vehicles watched by living eyes, or is it a security camera? How are they?
Also, yes.
Mostly living eyes. You'd have to bribe or trick someone to let you take a vehicle out, or
kill them.
Or yes, you could wait for workers to go to a vehicle and then delete them and take their.
How about I just write a very quick subroutine that puts them in a stupor for exactly 30 minutes, meaning they don't understand what's going on. They will not notice the car missing until it's too late.
Yes, I suppose you could. You'd need to be most of those. You'd have to get physical. Well, you can't do it from here.
I just can't do it in my little.
No, you don't. You haven't got to the vehicle bay yet. Like you'd have to get close to the person to hack the.
Oh, proximity is an issue. I thought, okay.
Well, because some people aren't that open. Like most people, like physical people, you'd have to get close to hack because their internal little security is too good for distant hacking. Like in Ghost in the Shell, you have to plug into someone to hack them.
Okay. I'm figuring this.
Yeah.
We're all. It's all.
But yes. So that would be that. Once I don't know what you went out there that waste, but you're welcome to it. Getting back would that would be a
We're
problem.
getting a telephone essentially.
Ah, I see.
You need a phone home.
Yes. Okay. Well,
Said that.
do you have any other questions about the city or the people?
So,
Where are all these mines coming? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Goddard.
No, it's just so been hearing these prayer demands every it's like hourly.
Yes, there's the morning prayer. There's the book of hours. There's a prayer for every hour of every work day. And there's different shifts. There's a lot of prayers.
Good Lord.
Well, the choir has to keep busy writing all these prayers. They have to justify their existence.
I have knowledge of music. Could I listen to the programming once again to find any sort of hidden messages being broadcast?
Sure.
That's a win, baby. 21.
Okay, yeah, you do find an embedded message in one.
Cool. What is it?
It's talking about beware the angels. The angels must be purged from the depths, which is
From the depth.
yeah, from the depths, from below. And you mentioned this to Annabelle, and Annabelle goes, "Oh yes." So a very interesting thing here. With our egos, we're not supposed to die, right? Here, they want to enforce mortality. So if you die, they take your ego and reprogram it to think that you've died, gone to heaven, but now they put you in a body and say you're an angel, that you've been sent back to the land of the living in order to serve God and protect the people. And they're called angels. The problem with the angels is some of them are buggy, and the ones that are buggy and malfunction are left below, and they've started to come up from the depths, and they're very disturbing to people. But you can't attack an angel. You can't, that's sacrilege. So and saying an angel is broken or malfunctioning is heresy. So there's a hidden cult of heretics wanting to get rid of all the angels.
See, this is why you need to kill rich people.
Yeah. So
If you don't, you get something like this.
yeah, there's a bit of a problem with all these angels running around, creeping people out and murdering. Well, I don't know if they've murdered anybody yet, but I feel it's only a matter of time. So yes, that is sort of that is I've heard of this heretical cult, and they are trying to wipe it out, but it is proving very hard. I don't know who. I do know they're a yeoman.
You have any images of these angels?
Oh yeah. Annabelle pulls up a screen, and you see this like cyborg, like flesh and metal, but with like angel wings, feathered angel wings, and like their fleshy eyes on the wings.
They just come out of the earth.
Well, they're not supposed to. They're supposed to work alongside you and guide and lead and inspire you.
The point of origin for all these Googloids is like, I don't know, a mine shaft. You guys
Yeah.
are digging too greedily, too deep.
Well, no, they're basically brainwashed people that have been told they're dead, and now they're angels. And now,
But you tell everyone they come out of the pit.
well, the ones that are broken are left down in the pit, and they're supposed.
Is that their point of origin? There's something come from the pit. Whole call.
No. The pit is where the broken ones go.
So okay. So you throw your broken robots into the pit.
Yes.
And then you tell people that these angels, these flesh eye things, they come from the pit.
Well, they come out of the pit. The broken ones do. The good ones stay up here and are leaders and guides and whatnot.
Do you understand why they want to enforce mortality around here?
Well, I mean, I'm just a little caretaker. I wouldn't know such things, but it does seem that the shepherd never dies or hasn't gone old. So maybe if you live forever, maybe you get bored, or maybe you stop working as efficiently. Maybe you're not afraid as much as you should be. You don't work as much. Yeah. I think I don't know. I can only speculate, but it seems to me that the leaders of this place don't get old. Only the workers do. And the bishops and the choir never die.
Steal that vehicle.
Yeah, let's go find that.
Let's just go ahead and steal that vehicle.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So, Estika, do you have any questions? Or
No.
Okay, all Annabelle says, I like your well, both of your robot bodies. They're very nice, but good work on that rope. I saw you outside.
Thank you.
So the three of you go. You're given like a map from Annabelle, and you can take it. So you go through you go from Annabelle's little sanctuary into the city itself, into the facade. The facade is like the outer section, but it's still like about half a kilometer wide. So there's numerous passages and larger rooms, and there you begin to see like people, like mostly maintenance robots. Occasionally you see people in armor, like living like humans in armor. That it's cold enough here that anyone not in a robot body needs some kind of suit.
And we don't stick out at all.
Well, that's a good question. Your bodies are actually, none of your robot bodies are common here. So now the workers are not going to ask questions because they're workers and they know asking questions is a good way to get punished. But they're occasionally humans in suits. So that's a good question. So one of them is coming up, and he'll be in your path. So are you going to try and walk by and hope the human in the suit doesn't say anything, or
I'm gonna try to cut away and just kind of vanish.
Okay, so you're gonna try and sneak around him.
I'm just gonna land on the back of Tom's character's head.
Okay. Okay. Give me a stealth with a -10 because you have a big dragonfly on your head.
Well, how big am I?
You're like a couple meters. You're like a
22.
meter.
Oh, I'm not like an actual dragonfly. The future's not where I want it to be. I want to be a tiny dragonfly.
22.
Okay, well, with the 22, you still succeed. So,
Well, that's great.
So Estika, there's, in order to get to the vehicles, you have to go through all these corridors, right?
Yeah.
And the worker robots aren't.
Right. So should I try to hide with Tom or
Yeah, that's your choice. What would you want to do?
I would probably try to hide and go around that guy.
All right. So you do not have infiltrate as a skill, which is the sneaking skill.
So I can't do that.
You can try it, but it would be. So you would have a 20.
It's a ref.
Okay, yeah. So if you look on the aptitudes, your reflex is 20. So
times 3.
Well, that's if you.
That's an aptitude test.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be base because like the whole point is you have it trade, like otherwise skills are. Yeah. So you have a 20% chance to succeed at sneaking.
Basically rolled under.
So what do I have a good chance of doing?
So you could shoot him. You could run. You could go back on the outer wall and climb around him.
Yeah, parkour.
No one's on the outer wall.
Yeah,
So you have the electronic rope, so you'd have a 60% chance of climbing on the outer wall.
Yeah, parkour out of the way.
Yeah, basically. You're basically using the rope to swing around.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
All right. 26.
Very good. So you succeed. So basically, Goddard and Chi sneak around, and you just go to the outer wall and just swing around. So you basically you go around, and that's how you get to the vehicle bay. So you're coming at it from the outside, and they're coming from it on the inside. So the vehicle bay is a bustling with activity. There are vehicles coming in, vehicles coming out all the time. They are wanting to strip mine this entire planet, it seems like. So and they are just bringing in thousands of tons of ore every hour, it seems like. And it looks like they're actually leaving it like they've actually strip mined this into a pit to a degree. There's just it's just a massive open hangar bay at the bottom of the city, and there are all these giant mining vehicles, giant trucks that are like 3 stories tall. And there's also smaller vehicles like little cargo trucks, and even all kinds of vehicles all around. But there are people in suits giving orders. You actually see a couple of these winged angel people like giving orders.
They kind of like pods.
Yeah, they're Podmores, cyborgs, like flesh and robot parts together. So there's a lot of things going on. So the question is, how do you get one of these vehicles without getting the security to come after you? There are some guards. There are some people with guns.
Does anyone?
The guards are obviously focused on the workers. They aren't expecting any intruders because, as far as they know, they're the only people on the planet.
So you are. You have infosec, correct? That's the hacking skill.
Yes.
Can we maybe like hack into the the network here and kind of like give authorization for one of these smaller vehicles to be taken out? Like it's an assignment.
Yeah, that one you could do wirelessly.
All right.
Okay. So this is going to be an opposed check because obviously they have their own security.
I see. Okay.
You can spend. Do you have any?
I blew
Insight?
one of my oopsie points already.
Yeah. Well, you get them back after you rest.
Did I rest?
Not yet.
Well, you can.
Yeah.
You can spend it to turn that to a 30.
Oh, but I've already spent one of my points.
Do you have another one?
Well, it says 1, and then there's a 3 with an arrow next to it.
Let me see. Look at you. Oh, look at you. Yeah. While you're that's from your morph, so you actually get. You have 3.
Okay,
you can
I spend that point to
Okay. So you get a 38, they get a 31, so you beat them. It's blackjack rules, highest without going over. So you get in. Who are you giving the authorization to?
I have pilot ground at 65.
Yeah. This dude here.
User not found in system.
No. I zhuzh him up. I totally, because I'm a creative. It says here.
Okay.
I totally like give him like a good Catholic background.
Okay.
You know, he's been promoted because he's never looked the vicar in the eye.
I never look anyone in the eye.
Okay, you know, like he's got 2 crosses on his lapel.
Oh. What's his name? What's his good Catholic name?
Good Catholic name.
Or actually, Amanda, what's a good Catholic name?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Catholicism.
Me neither.
Okay.
Thomas Aquinas.
Thomas Aquinas. All right. Yeah. Sure. All right. Thomas Aquinas.
The one and only.
Oh, what's his job?
What's his job within the cathedral? He is he's security as well.
I was good.
He's all gunned up. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So Thomas Aquinas, the security guard, is born. So what about you two? Are you just going to sneak on, or are you going to give yourselves the IDs too?
No, man. We don't need to complicate this. He just needs to get the vehicle, drive it to the point where we hop on, and then we're going.
Okay. So you'll meet him outside the city.
Also, vow of silence.
Yes.
I'm currently on a vow of silence.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, actually, that has like red text at the top of your profile, so they don't bother you.
All right. So a guard does come up to you, and then you can tell he's looking at your new profile. He's like, vow of silence. You just bow.
I kind of bow my head, dude. Like I'm also like, yes, that is true.
Okay. What are you taking the vehicle out for?
This kind, it's one of those like, I got like just a pad I can type on.
Sure.
Yeah, it's one of the, it's like this secret even to me.
Okay. God.
Actually, it's a matter of faith.
Oh, Godspeed, brother Thomas Aquinas.
I did I do a touch, just a quick search my brain, like north, south, west, east. Okay, the sign of the cross. Like, I have to get my directions. Right.
Oh yeah, you got to do that, right? Yeah. All right. So, what kind of vehicle are you taking? There's all kinds of vehicles.
Kind of like something big enough that can fit all 3 of us.
Yeah,
comfortably, and maybe some cargo or another person.
Okay, there's like an oversized, like basically think like big wheel, like a monster truck with like a larger cargo.
I mean, yeah, correct. I would love to take one of the giant 3-story trucks and just kind of like do the.
Yeah, that would probably not be good for security guy to take that.
No, it's like one of those vehicles.
All right, so yeah, you get a big truck that is pretty fast. This planet does have lower gravity than Earth, by the way. I'll say it's like 0.65 G. And so it's not moon gravity, but it's like Martian gravity. So,
but as long as I'm in the city, I'm also going to keep it like obey the speed limit.
Oh well, it's the hangar bay just faces out into the waste, like into. So yeah, you just roll out.
Okay, like, I'm trying to I'm no tricks or anything until I can get them on board.
Okay. Yeah, you two can meet rendezvous and jump in. And so yeah, give me a piloting check to navigate to the buried QE transmitter.
Is a 52.
Okay. So that's a success, I see.
It is. I have 65.
All right. So, you get there. Give me Estika. It is buried though. So to find it is going to be a little hard, but you do have xenoarcheology, which is really good at uncovering buried things.
What?
So you can give me a xenoarcheology check.
All right, let's do that. So it is the skill is 70. Is this
That's a 9. straight
9?
0-9.
Yep.
So this is 0-0
Yeah.
and this is 9.
So that's a
That's
9.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
So we find it then.
Yeah.
All right, we dig it out.
So Estika, you find it. You dig it out of the dirt. It's several meters below, and again, this is a frigid, the thing like a rocky, it's colder than Antarctica. It's rocky. There's no atmosphere here. You can see the stars up ahead. There is a sun on the, in the solar system. It is a colder, is not providing this planet as much light, and you're just in this bleak rocky planet, and you're just out here, and you find the quantum entangled communicator, so you can use it first. You can send Firewall a status report, or you can ask. There's one person on the other end. It's basically like a walkie-talkie. It's tied to one particular device. You
An
can't.
interstellar walkie.
I guess we will call in and let them know that we're finally here and
Okay.
Also,
ask them
hey,
if there's any information we need.
Okay.
And also hey, do humans still exist in the solar system?
Oh
Just
yeah,
checking.
it has been like 38 years. So yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
checking.
Yeah. So you do that. And it's silent for a while. Then you get a message back, stand by. So
Like, oh, good.
yeah.
This isn't tense or anything.
Yeah.
Instant communication, and they're taking their time to get back to us.
Well,
Okay,
it's after 38
Okay,
years.
some answers would be worse than others. Like, well, I've got some good news and some bad
Yeah.
news.
It's an old TV pattern with the First Nations guy. Bad.
When we want to conclude our broadcasting day,
in the galaxy.
in the galaxy. So eventually, hours later, so you're all just sitting in this truck waiting for this. What do you do while you wait? You could pull up your own little simulation. You could try and read up more information. Engel made some reports of like what's going on.
I'm playing some old Earth music from like a speaker just in my body,
Okay, yeah.
and like tail curled up on the dash,
Okay. Just kind of
just
chill.
chilling, like well, I'm about to find out if humans still exist.
Yeah.
Like this is feels good to wait.
Yeah.
I think I'll play It's Raining.
Yeah, Sika, what about you? What would you do if you're waiting?
I'm just laying here looking at the stars, trying to walk away a little
Actually, what
bit
kind of
from the
stars is
80s music,
Actually,
but
Like what kind of sky are we looking at here?
There's no atmosphere. It's just stars.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so it's just
Yeah.
just looking at the constellations and the
Yeah.
other planets.
They're totally
and-
new. You've never seen them
Yeah,
before.
just contemplating the meaning of all of this and
Yeah.
or like,
what we're
or-
doing.
Like,
Yeah.
oh hey, there's a pulsar within eyesight.
Yeah, your little robot body says, "Would you like to filter out the music?"
Yes,
This
we
music
are.
filtered. Donk.
Science.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very user friendly body. All right, so it's very advanced.
Oh, you don't like early 1970s. You don't like 70s. Do you? I go to another.
Chi, what about you?
I'm going to put you to work here.
All right.
I fly as high as it's possibly safe for me so I can get a bird's eye view of the cathedral they built so far. What does it look like?
Okay, give me a. Do you have flight or free fall
Huh, why would I be a...
or athletics? Athletics. Yeah,
Athletics, okay.
first edition had flight as a skill.
17, very good.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, with this, you can get a sense of the scale of this place. It is, yeah, absolutely the largest, man-made structure you're aware of. Actually, no, there are some space stations that are comparable in size, but it's fucking huge. And it is actually shaped like a cathedral. It is cross-shaped. And so, you're at the bottom end of it. It's like a Latin cross where, like, it's not even, like, the cross is sort of like, so, yeah, cross-shaped. You're at this end of it. So that's and the outer walls are all the facade, but, like, the transept is right here where they meet, and then the chancel is here at the head. So, but it's very tall. Like I said, it's like 1,000 meters tall, over 1,000 meters tall. I'll say like 1,300 meters tall. And you're at, level 100. So it's 130 levels. Yeah, it is absolutely massive.
So it's
You see a lot.
It's out of Warhammer 40K.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of yeah. There's a lot of Catholic symbolism on the outer walls. You can see massive murals of holy things. It is not standard Catholicism. None of you really have. Estika, you would probably know, but they've clearly it's no longer Catholicism. He's changed it to suit his own
it's
needs.
me-ism.
Yeah, basically. There's no longer Jesus Christ. There's just God. It's very. But yeah,
Jesus and God are the same person, and it's him.
there are lights moving in the distance, and you can realize those are the absolute massive mining trucks. They're coming in from all directions. They're gradually just strip mining this entire continent. As far
have we determined that they're mining anything special, or is it just general materials?
Or just everything?
If you have let's see, Estika, you could figure that out with knowledge engineering.
What are we trying to figure out?
Oh, I was asking. Do we even know exactly what they're mining? We don't even know what they're mining.
We can both make engineering checks.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, so you can roll engineering and Goddard, and you can sort of compare notes.
All right.
13.
I have 57. My engineering skill is 70.
You did.
You did it.
Succeeded.
Right, yeah.
We both did.
So the two of you sort of look at it, and you've also looked at the hangar bay, and you've got some data from Bingle and Annabelle, and you got to put together one thing. They're obviously just mining a lot of material to have raw materials to make the cathedral bigger, basic infrastructure. There's millions of people now. They need a lot of resources just to support themselves. But you realize they're stockpiling a lot of things, and they're already beginning to embark on building. There is actually a secondary construction phase. You can see actually off in the distance, they're beginning to build the infrastructure rocket gantries to launch rockets into space.
They said they need to mine the whole solar system.
Yeah. So with this in mind, they're planning to convert. In general, there's the three types of civilizations in sci-fi: Type 1, Type 2, Type 3. Type 1 can utilize all the energy on the planet. Type 2 is utilize all the energy in the solar system, and I think the other ones utilize all the energy in the galaxy. So they're probably trying to become like a Type 2 civilization. So you would guess that this 10,000-year plan involves building a Dyson sphere around the sun in this solar system. And a Dyson sphere is basically the sci-fi thing where you build a big sphere around the sun, like solar panel. So, you put the solar panel, you absorb the sun's heat and radiation in order to generate electricity.
Sometimes it's rings. Other times it's like a whole shell around.
Yeah, it's a whole shell. So, why not just build the solar panels around the entire sun and get 100% of the sun's energy? So so it's basically capturing all of the energy possible.
I mean, it does exterminate all the light, but I don't think they're really caring about that.
Yeah, so obviously something like that would need thousands of years of work to build.
Okay, so they're not in the earth unearthing Satonium or Devil Rock or nothing like that. Okay, they're not. They don't think there's the body of a dead god in this planet.
Well, I'm kind of imagining myself as they're basically just digging up everything. They're siphoning out all the minerals that are useful. I can't imagine the size of these slag piles they're making.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no.
In fact, can we actually see mountains?
Oh, yeah.
Slag piles?
They're strip mining the entire planet. They're absolutely ruining it. I mean, it's a dead planet. It's just a rock. There's no life.
They're just destroying the lithosphere.
Yeah.
So we've obtained enough information to fulfill our mission at this point, right?
Well,
we don't know
as you finish that analysis, and Bingo's beginning. Hey, would you like to play a game? I have all kinds of games on my. We can load up.
Enraged Avians.
Yeah, Enraged Avians. Or I've been running. Yeah. What's your favorite? Yeah. Anyways, while Bingo is trying to distract you or keep you entertained, you finally get a message back from the quantum entangled communicator. And it says, this civilization, if you can, either a civilization like this is a threat to transhuman civilization, it is likely we will come into conflict with them at some point if they use the Pandora Gate to get resources from other systems, either destroy the Pandora Gate or destroy destabilize the colony, or take it over if you can subvert it. Assassinating and replacing the Shepherd would be indicates a high probability. Well, if you can manage that, a high probability of taking over and then you can reestablish contact with Firewall.
I mean, I'm not much of an assassin.
So they pose like they do send a theory paper back. If you a society like this is highly likely to experience stagnation. The leaders are all immortal, and they have no room for advancement or additional glory. If you can find someone you can ally with, they could help you kill all the others, delete their egos, and you could take it for yourselves. You are an X factor. No one is expecting you. Play that card well, and you could destroy it or take it over.
Fair enough.
So,
did they answer the other part of our inquiry?
What was that?
Do humans still exist in the solar system?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm not breathing, but big mechanical sigh of relief there.
So yeah, they would like you. It would be very convenient if you could, since you have nothing better to do. If you could take over or destroy the society, that would be great. That would be beneficial to us back in the solar system because they're a potential threat. Better to strangle it in the
Now I'm imagining that this guy is basically Bill Lumbergh office space. So yeah, if you could take over their society or just stabilize it, that'd be great.
That would be great. That would be great. So,
okay.
It sounds like you have a local contact already. Annabelle may know someone you could reach. It is a very hierarchical society, right? If you can find somebody else who is if there is a cult of heretics, if you can find them, they could help you launch a revolution to overthrow the current regime. There's a lot of avenues. Of course, if none of these seem viable, you could take you could secure a spaceship and then escape and explore the galaxy and let us know what you find with the quantum entangle communicator.
Is there anything I could do to just absolutely ensure that like destroying this place sounds like a lot of work? Can I just make it impossible for them ever to leave this rock?
If you can get if the Pandora Gate is near their nuclear power plants, then if you cause it to go into meltdown, it would just destabilize the Pandora Gate. They wouldn't be able to access it if it's entirely irradiated. Or if they have any tactical nuclear weapons in there. Or here's some schematics for a tactical nuclear weapon. If you can get some access to fissionable material, you can just make one.
Yeah, you won't be. How soon can I get this done? 5 minutes? How many rolls do I need to make?
Well, you need the fissionable material.
The casing and the explosive, that's all easy. But yeah, we're going to need some weapons grade material.
And then access to a 3D printer that in a couple hours to fabricate it. So it wouldn't be easy.
I so watch a movie.
The main question you realize though, you're so far removed from them, they can't really do anything to you.
No, we're truly on our own.
Yeah, you're truly on your own. So the question is, what would you want to do? Like, no one's going to stop you aside from them if they find you.
I don't know about you guys, but taking over and leading this place just sounds like a bunch of work I don't like leading.
Go ahead.
I don't like leading people or
making choices and being responsible for their outcome.
Yes. Look, I'm terrible at that.
All right.
Okay.
I normally.
I propose a third way.
Mm-hmm.
How about we just join these people in the pews?
Launch a revolution?
No.
Okay. Just become happy little campers?
What if we just fucking move in?
Won't we be put to work?
What if?
We'll have to do things like physical labor.
Well, I don't know. How badly can they make you do shit?
Sorry, I'm Ross.
I mean, they will kill you.
I mean, we could just go hide with Annabelle in that closet.
Like you do remember the bit about the enforced mortality. They will eventually delete your ego.
Well, I won't let them.
Okay, well,
because I'm me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No one wants to see where that goes. All right.
Sorry. I'll hail the flying spaghetti monster.
Yeah. If you could kill one of them and take their place in society, but then you'd be accepting that role. Like that would be the easiest way to do that.
I am not going to go along with that.
Yeah, I mean, you could split up and do your own things too.
I think we should at least make sure this isn't a threat to our planet.
What is a Estika thing? Like, what is a Estika's inclination? You have total freedom, which is terrifying. But yeah. They are building spaceships. You could try and steal one and just fuck off and see what the rest of the universe has to offer. Or you could lead a revolution and then let them decide what to do and then leave. Like if you lead a revolution, maybe you get the Pandora Gate and go to a new planet.
and the adventure begins anew.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Stargate their shit. Well, I mean, what would you do? Just you, Amanda. Like, what would you do in this situation? Like, I know it's a fantastical situation, but like,
What would I do
what would
if I was on another planet in a
distant future
manufactured robot body?
Yeah.
I've presumably been alive for like hundreds of years at this point,
Yeah.
on and off, because I know I just had this 38-year nap.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just a memory. I don't think this is my real consciousness.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like...
She's going to talk herself into ego death.
I would just go blow the whole fucking thing up. Like, can't we just put bombs all around the thing? Like...
Let's do this.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, all right. So that would be...
But we need to get the materials and whatnot, right? So how do we get those?
There's two ways you can do it. You can build a tactical nuke thing, or you could go to their power plant and cause that and go, melt, trigger a meltdown.
Okay.
That if all the lights go out, they'll all freeze to death. It's really fucking cold.
But aren't like most of them robot people too?
They need power too. They place like this is not worried about external saboteurs. They're only worried about the people rising up. So they're probably not securing their power plant that well against people like you, like expert. Like you have engineering skill, you know how to trigger a meltdown that would fuck up their power plant.
So we just need to get around a couple of these angels in suits, and get into the power plant.
Yep.
All right. What do you guys think?
I like that plan. Let's do it.
What about what? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all. I mean, again, we're just here to protect Earth, and I mean, we can get off this planet.
Yeah, maybe you can get to a Pandora gate and try and activate it and go someplace random in the universe.
I mean, or go through that gate before we blow it up from behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm definitely.
You could do a remote trigger.
Also, I definitely don't want to stay here.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, all right. So you take the vehicle back. Now, there's a couple of ways. You don't have a map to the power plant yet, but you can get one. Bingo's like, well, that sounds really interesting. I'd like to see what happens. I see a few different ways of doing this. One, you could actually go talk to the angels and see if they will help you, because they're probably very disgruntled, and maybe if you lie to them and tell them that you'll save them, they'll help you take over the power plant.
The bad angels from the cave.
Yeah.
Pit.
Yeah.
I mean, where's that cult at? You know where that cult is, right?
Well, they're hidden amongst the people.
They're okay.
You could try and contact the cult and maybe get them to help you and say destroying the power plants will get rid of all the bad angels.
Well, I mean, they have to have like secret meetings or handshakes in bars or something.
Yep.
So how do we start tracking these people down?
That's a good question. So you can give me a... you know what? Actually, your knowledge hypercorps. You know how to do. They're very secretive. Or if you had knowledge, anything related to psychology or sociology.
I have physics. I don't think that's going to cut it here.
No, you have knowledge hypercorps.
I also have
corporations.
Physics.
Yeah. So if you're this is more about answering what people
right.
So hypercorps would give you the idea. So
go
ahead and give me your roll.
Oh, 88.
Okay. Well, you don't know shit. Goddard or Chi, do you have any skills that would help you figure that out? Security ops would help too.
I've got cryptography. That's got to be good, right?
Yeah, you can give me another cryptography.
Damn it, all the hell, a 99.
Oof. All right.
We're talking about finding the cult here?
Yeah, finding the cult.
I have perceive and research.
Cab ops to know, like, maybe where, on a place like this, where would someone who doesn't want to be found be?
Okay, yeah.
I'll try that.
All right.
50.
Okay. So, you have to go into the nave, which is sort of like the main work areas. There are a lot of, actually, there are these, they have vat-grown food for all the living people, like the fleshy people. So, those vats are very impossible to monitor because it's very noisy, it's large spaces. That would be the perfect place to have meetings. So you could infiltrate there.
All right.
All right. So with your credentials, Thomas Aquinas, another guard. So in order to get in there, you can't go on the outer walls anymore. So you either have to sneak or talk your way past. Now with your cover, you just have to come up with a cover story for why would these two be following you?
Well, I have no persuade, so I can't.
Well, I'm going to say your cover is very good. You have vow of silence. You just need to like, what? Yeah, guard stops you. He's like, who are those two? Or you two can interject. Like, this isn't even. I'm not even going to make a skill check. They're not. Again, people aren't used to being lied to here. It's a very, faithful.
You guys
society.
could say that you're
Followers or something?
following my example.
Oh, okay.
We're
Yeah.
trying to learn from
Yes,
Mr. Aquinas.
Mr. Aquinas.
All right.
So yeah, because I went on like I went on a machine vision quest.
Okay. All right.
Basically, I overclocked some energy, and I had a vision.
Oh, they're very impressed. They've never heard of anything like that. You'll have to tell them how to do it sometime.
Like, by the way, there are actually like drugs for symptoms, right?
Oh, sure.
I was like,
You can. They're narco algorithms. So like,
essentially, you just put in a chip and you get high.
yeah, they just programs. Yeah, your senses are all simulated. So yeah, why not?
I'm like, just like, dude, like I can give some.
Well, if there's not, I'm not going. So
You will see your own personal Jesus.
Yeah. So that you get through you leave the hangar bay, you go through the facade, you get in the
I
nave.
just kind of, as we're going, like, oh my god, we can scam it.
And you get to the food vats, just industrial vats where they're growing the basic proteins and carbs and other
It's like, oh, like
Take me to your vat-grown Cheetos.
yeah, basically yeah.
It's like, oh, who doesn't love a vat of amino acids?
So all of you can give me perceive checks to see who you think is going to be the
No,
cultist.
don't have that.
Okay.
I mean, what is that? Is that based off of? Is that cognition?
Damn it.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a critical.
I have a 20.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know how you critically
Okay.
see things.
dude, I was a 1
Okay. Amanda.
61.
out of how many?
Well, it says 50 and 60, but either
60
way,
is in your current body, so you fail by 1.
yeah,
Uh,
And I
too
rolled
bad.
1.
So Goddard, you see a group of people as you're looking through these vats. A group of workers, yeomen, going off to a storage area, and there's no reason why all of them should be going at once. Like, so, yeah, you head over there, and you see a group of them. There's one in front of one of the yeomen is again. These are dudes. They're dressed in industrial clothing, appropriate for work. Hat.
These biomorphs.
Yeah, these are humans. They look like normal humans, not enhanced. They're wearing like industrial clothing, but with like crosses and like a weird symbolism of the church. And
Very dead space.
but they're like, the shepherd is blind. He has been blinded. The god is actually imprisoned below the cathedral. The angels are actually holding him there. We must purge all the angels below the cathedral. They have tricked our poor shepherd and the choir, and we must get rid of them and rise up and destroy all of the angels. And everyone's like, yeah. So yeah, you found the cultist. They don't notice you three yet, so you can just go up.
Okay, so wait, before we go, okay, what's our plan here? Like, I cannot bullshit people.
Who's chatty?
The AI again, just like, I can talk to people. What approach do you want me to use? Nice, aggressive, deceitful, or other? You can specify what kind of personality I will do this.
Do what it takes to get them to trust us.
Sociopath. Okay.
I was like, that tracks.
And what do you want them to do? To help you to secure the power plant so it can be just triggered into meltdown?
Well, we want their help in securing the power plant, but please don't tell them that it's for anything that would end up in their destruction.
Of course, yes, that is a good point.
We have to admit certain things.
Yes. The meltdown is where a relic that can be used to banish all of the angels is. And so, you must go to the power plant. How is that? Does that sound satisfactory?
Yeah, I hope they fall for it.
Okay, good. It would be beneficial if I could
Call
remotely.
it, they call it maybe like the Ark of the Fallen or something is buried under there.
Ah, yes.
Oh, the Ark of the Covenant. Yes, that is very good. Can I puppet one of your bodies for this?
They're probably not going to take too well with that giant dragonfly talking. But then again, giant snake robot's not too easy on the eyes either.
Yeah.
Can I project the hologram?
Actually, I kind of think like some like a prophet that literally flies down from above.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know if we want to do the prophet thing here.
Well, I think that's sociopath, so that'd work.
Yes, that sounds fine. And then I will tell them to listen to one of you. Who should I, or all of you? That sounds good, right?
Sure.
Okay. So your body, you find yourself in observer mode, or you get a little window. Can Bingle take over your body? Yes, no.
Yeah.
Allow, deny.
Would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more? And so Chief flies out to them and says, "Brothers, sisters, be at peace. I am a messenger from God, sent to deliver you from evil. And I have a message. The power plant holds the Ark of the Covenant. And if we can use it, all of the angels will be destroyed and we can free God from his prison." And let's see here. They're a bit skeptical. They're actually kind of on board, but they're kind of skeptical. The one who's preaching is like, "Well, then one of you, how can we know? Only there has to be a test of faith to let us know that you're trustworthy, that you're not sent by the choir. If you destroy an angel, then we'll know that you're trustworthy, because the choir and the cops will never destroy an angel unless you could propose something different."
I have my robot body broadcast the hymns they listen to, but I reprogram it, and the hymn message just makes them like fall in love with the robot. See if I can yank. What kind of skill would that be?
Didn't you say you had a music skill?
Yes.
All right, then your music skill.
There it is. Okay.
Okay, you need to play music to
51. We got it.
Okay.
Nice.
If you spend a flex point, that'll
15. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Spend a flex point or an insight point. You can upgrade that to a critical. That'll nail them for 100%.
All right, I'll do that.
All right, good. So yeah, the cult's on board. They're like, we know where the
you are sent from heaven.
Yeah. But they've got heavy security there. We have some weapons, that we've made or scavenged, but they have guns. They're kind of concerned about uprisings for some reason. Probably because there's a cult.
Are they cool, these two? If I manage to convince them these
two
are part of the pulpit? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you come slithering out of the shadows or whatever.
Yeah.
God, wait. 2 snakes from the Garden of Eden.
So we got to deal with the power plant security, and then you can get in. You can get the Ark of the Covenant, right? Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're ready to mobilize. Yes.
Well, Bingle says, they've sent me the maps of the power plant, and I've analyzed them. And I don't think we have enough firepower right now to get through security. We have a lot of people from the cultists, but they're lightly armed. So we need to do something else to put the odds in our favor.
We just need to trick the security and put down the guns. Actually, no, I got it. Okay. I want to hack their guns so they just don't fucking work.
Okay, well, in order to do that, in order to do that for all the guns at once, you would have to get access to their security server, which means you have to sneak in and physically hack a computer.
Or actually, could I sneak in and maybe attach a remote so we could do it then?
Yes, that would work.
All right, look, I'm pretty I could get it. I think I could get in there.
Okay, but disable the gun, then we'll just send the masses at them.
All right.
So you're gonna have to be my hacking proxy, because I can't hack. I can't hack it, man.
It's my thing.
Let's see here. But you, Estika, you can help as well. Now you have a lot of skills that would actually be helpful with this. So you have knowledge, hardware robotics. They have a lot of maintenance robots and things like that. You could try and reprogram them to help you. You could also use your knowledge of physics and engineering to build explosives. You also have firearms, so you could snipe people and lead them away. Or you have knowledge paramedic, so you can actually make some drugs to give to the people because they're in human bodies to enhance their combat performance. So
put them in religious ecstasy, make religious drugs.
Yeah. So
okay. So you have you have a paramedic too.
Yeah.
What,
well, you'll be busy with the hacking.
Yeah.
Deck, so yeah. So Estika, in order to take over the power plant, there will have to be a fight. You have some people on your side with the cultists, but you need to do something.
We need to give them an edge.
Yeah, we need to give them an edge. So I gave you some options, but you can come up with other things.
Okay.
Chris and Tom are going to hack the guns of the security team, which will help.
Oh, if we can make him self-destruct and like you just pretend to do it like because I will.
Well,
I ask God.
Yeah. Well, let Amanda
I know.
Yeah.
What should I do?
Let's see here. I think the robot thing might be very helpful.
So that would be engineering.
Well, you have hardware robotics.
Hardware robotics.
So,
okay.
There's a lot of different robots around here, small ones and big ones, and to do different tasks, like robots to deliver things, robots to lift things. Mostly like industrial type robots.
So we're inside the power plant, right? Or no, we're outside of it.
Yeah, you're in the food growing areas right now. But like this is sort of the main part of the city. Like the power plant's guarded, so you need to fight your way in, basically. So what would you want? What would you want? Big robots or small robots?
Probably big robots.
Okay, so the big robots, yeah. And what would you want them to do? Just like be distractions, or like try and turn them into battle robots?
I want them to be battle robots that are the first wave, so that like we can kind of protect the people so much.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's good. So how do you picture those? Do you want them to have like they do have some guns, and you have engineering, you can build guns, or do you could give them big like riot shields or something to block more damage, or you do something else? Like what do you think the robots would do?
I mean, they would have shields for sure. I would like for them to have shields, and weapons.
Okay, so a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So.
All right, yeah, that's good. You can roll hardware robotics.
All right. My skill is 55, and I rolled 25.
Nice.
Very good. So there's this montage of you taking these big industrial robots used to like move cargo and stuff like that, and like weld things. And you're welding more armor onto them and welding guns onto them and shit like that. So like, you can even like personalize them. You can give them paint jobs or something if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw a Kilroy on all of them.
Okay,
cool.
Very good. So you're doing that. Actually, Estika, while you are working on making these industrial robots, these big things into battle robots, the guy who was leading the sermon, the leader of the cultists, his name is Archibald, by the way.
Archibald.
Yeah, he comes up to you and is like, what do they call you?
They call me Tika.
Tika. Where'd you come from, Tika?
I come from someplace far away.
By the way, Archibald is very young. He's like 20. He was born here. He's like, you come from somewhere else? You weren't born here?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't born here. There is more out there outside of the city. We
were told God took us away from the earth because earth was cursed for evil, and that we are the only blessed people left. Everyone else is a fallen sinner or dead.
That's mostly true.
Oh, that's good. But you're not a fallen sinner?
No, I got out of there before all the sinners fell.
So where have you been all this time?
Waiting, resting.
You've been
waiting for the right time to meet you.
Oh, wait, to meet me?
But this group
God has a special destiny for me?
God does have a special plan for all of us.
Oh. God, yeah. The shepherd only says there's a special plan for the shepherd, but they don't really mention the rest of us. We're supposed to, yeah.
It's kind of a surprise.
It's kind of a surprise.
Yeah, I probably have said too much because I don't want to get your hopes up, but yeah, he has plans for you.
Oh, That's good. Is there anything else you could tell me?
I don't think there is
Okay, well,
yet.
here's this armor for the battle robot.
You are serving God well.
Oh, thank you, Tika. I'm glad I'm not wasting my life.
Not at all.
Yeah, I'm not. I will definitely go to heaven. I will meet my reward.
Bless you, child.
Yes, bless. Thank you. Oh, God bless you. Yes, Shepherd bless you.
Blessed are the
Yeah.
because
So yeah, you're their first outsider a lot of these people have ever met. Very few of them remember life before.
Blessed are the faithful, for they will believe anything we say.
Mm-hmm. So, meanwhile, the two of you need to sneak into. You need to sneak into the place and plant the device so Chi can hack it, which will disable all or hopefully most of their guns.
Depends on how well you do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's all right.
So
It's sneaky slither time.
yeah, so it's a security building. It is one story, kind of like a little just a blockhouse kind of thing. Local administrative, security center, basically. You can give me, do you have perceive?
No.
Okay, how do you want to figure out a way in? Like, sure.
Can I perceive for him?
Yeah, you can perceive. Yeah, you're there too.
It's a win. 11.
Oh, 11, shit.
It's a critical success.
Yeah, there's a fucking vent. You're very good at vents. Your snake body is very good at vents.
That's why I like this. Dude, like I just love crawling through air vents, and there's no better word.
So the only problem is that there are it's on a side of the building that gets a lot of foot traffic. Now the cultists can help you and be a distraction, but you either have to open the vent and close it very quickly, or you have to keep like unwanted people from walking by while you open and get in. So
I vote for them to for a distraction.
Okay. Yeah, they can go like a normal distraction or like a big distraction. A big distraction will actually that
might attract attention in the long run.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, no, just keep eyes off this spot for like less than a minute.
Okay. So they form. They think about it. They form like they go shoulder to shoulder. On either side, so no one can walk by, and create a blind spot. So, and they start like arguing and fighting amongst themselves. So the security guards start doing that. So, yeah, give me, first give me a somatic ×3 to force open the vent.
Semantics for this? I'll be fine.
Somatics.
Oh, somatics.
Sorry.
5.
All right, yeah. That's for physical things. So, all right, you open it up. No problem. Slither in. Now this is the infiltrate check.
Infiltration. And dance. That is 62.
Okay. That beats a failure. So, I assume that succeeds.
Yeah, I have an 80.
Okay, well, yeah. So you get in, and you get to the vent above. You can open up the other vent. Now, the only thing is there is a dude in the room. A security guy in the room. He is, dressed like a bit kind of like the Swiss Guard, but high tech.
So Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, Warhammer.
This is
yeah.
totally.
I have not mentioned how many candles and skulls you all have seen. Like, there's a lot of candles.
Man, I was going to ask, but I didn't want to shortchange you. I was like, he's got a vision.
Yeah.
Don't pigeonhole him.
Oh no, it's extremely. I'm having fun too. What if 40K happened in Eclipse phase? So, in order to get to the server, you have to deal with that dude, one way or the other. You can either wait for him to turn around and make an opposed infiltration check, or you can kill him silently, or
I have infiltrate, but I'm not an assassin.
Okay.
I'll wait for him just to.
All right, opposed infiltration check versus perceived.
I don't know. Is constriction really assassination?
Yeah, you could do that.
78.
Yeah, he fails. So yeah.
Like just do that just like him. Drop it down.
Yep. All right. So,
Just like
Yeah.
make a wish.
all right. Yeah. Give me infosec with you get a plus 20 bonus because you have that device on it. They fail. They critically fail, actually.
Oh shit! Just don't critically fail.
Yeah, infosec.
There it is. Good grief.
Yeah.
And add 20 to it.
But that makes my skill 100 then.
Just don't roll 100.
99 is always a failure.
All right, 22.
Yeah.
Success.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That's admin access,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That is very good. So
Holy shit, dude. Hacker team.
Hacker team.
Boom.
Boom.
very good. So you have access to the security system. You can do all kinds of things to fuck up their security. You have the battle bots now. You have the cultists. They're raring to go. Is there anything else you want to do before you raid the power
That's what I
plant?
just.
This is like the first time cultists have been useful in a game I can remember.
Well, I mean, no, they actually are useful in every game, just not to you.
I know, this is the first time they've been useful to us.
Okay,
How
yeah.
does that make you feel, Ross?
What I mean, that's on you for not realizing the potential of cultists.
Fine, lesson learned.
Yeah.
All right. I hack their guns so they just don't work.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Mhm.
If they got any like stupid ass beam swords or knives or whatever, those don't work now. You told me everything's hackable, so
Yeah, no, it is. It is. You've hacked as much as you possibly can from this. Now, usually there's sort of like multiple redundancies in a security system so that no one failure point can cause the entire system to break. So they'll still have some things that work, or they'll be able to reboot their guns and shit like that. But maybe not in time before your boys kill them. So it'll give you a massive advantage.
all right. So I've done all that. Now it's time for Estika to bring the cavalry. Yes.
Yeah. So Estika, you have your platoon of battle bots.
Yep.
And you want to use them as a distraction, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be the first wave of attack.
Okay. So you actually have piloting skills.
Yes.
So you can remote control pilot them. And basically your pilot ground skill will determine how well your battle bots do. Because one thing you could do is you could copy a version of your mind into all of those battle bots, so you're controlling all of them.
Okay.
So yeah, give me a pilot. You have pilot ground.
All right. So my skill is 40, and I rolled a 71.
Okay, you can spend if you have, let's see here. That is a vigor, so you can spend a point of vigor to flip that to a 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do that.
So
17.
you can. So imagine this power plant. We're inside this massive city. The power plant has, fences, guard posts, sentry turrets, and guards, and then your industrial vehicles armored up like it's like Fury Road, basically, right? So, can you narrate to us what it looks like when you lead the charge of the battle bots into these
Robotic Rohirrim.
Yeah.
Well, now that I'm thinking, like, none of their guns or defenses are going to work, right? Because you hacked them.
Yeah.
Well, their guns they can reboot their guns. But you've succeeded.
Okay.
So like there's also like walls to get through.
So yeah, so we will surround the fence.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the robots will advance at once, so we can spread out the guards as much as possible with the fighting and whatnot. Most of the guards are probably rebooting their weapons right about this time.
Yep.
So, our battle bots are just taking them out as they can. Just pushing them, flipping them through the air, shooting them when needed.
Yeah.
Just so we can kind of get through that first fence, and then we're just going to rush all the doors possible.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, your bots are just massacring these dudes.
Just running them over.
And you're using them to get into like the main things you can't hack are like armored doors because they're obviously not remotely hackable. Like they're designed not to be networkable because that seems like a bad idea.
You can't hack the hinges. The future sucks.
Yeah. But you can weld them off. You can blow them up. You can melt them. You have tools to do that. That just takes time. So your cultists come in. some of your battle bots even survived the initial fight, so you still have some of them left. And the only thing now is you got to hold out until you got to stop the reinforcements. So as your boys are, well, actually, no, you two can both give me engineering checks, right? You both have engineering, right? Yeah. How fastly can you break into the power plant, get through all those armored doors?
Ooh, shit. 84 versus my skill is 70.
Okay.
44.
Engineering, do you have any? Oh, yeah, everyone's had some time to rest. So everyone recovers 2 points of vigor or flex or ego or insight or any of those things you spent. So,
all right, so I can use vigor to flip this around.
Well, engineering is insight. Do you have any? Yeah, but you recovered both your insight points, so you could do that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
44.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, I have 48 then.
All right, so
we are engineering.
Yes, we are.
All right, engineering bros. Bam.
So there's a team of like Swiss Guard cyborgs and angels coming in to like retake the power plant.
God damn!
Let me have fun, Tom.
No, I'm loving this.
Okay, all right.
Keep it happen, man. If he started calling himself the Emperor of Mankind, like
he calls himself the Shepherd. All right, like tomato, tomato.
He hasn't graduated that far.
Yeah. He needs about 1 billion more people under his command.
That's actually, it's like I think it's in the quadrillion.
Yeah, it is. So really, the question is, so Archibald's with you, and he looks to you, Estika. It's like, we're in. Where's the Ark?
It's hidden deep within the building. They have more guards, and they have, we're gonna have to find some switchboards to unlock it.
Of course,
it's a puzzle.
Yeah,
praise Tika! We shall find them.
The artifact lies at the heart of the beast. Go, young man.
Yeah. So you have access to the power plant now. You don't know if you can basically trigger a meltdown with a timer, or you could you trigger it immediately just in the scenario. But like,
let's try this.
I understand it's a one shot, but we do want to survive.
Okay, yeah.
What's my little follower's name again?
Archibald.
Archie. Yeah, I feel like we should bring him with us.
Okay. So are you trying to get? So there's 2 ways to escape this place. One is there are some spaceships being built. You could go there, or you could go to the Pandora Gate, which is at the bottom of the city.
Throw ourselves through and shut the door behind us.
Yeah. It's near the power plant, so you get the spaceships are a little farther away.
So I feel like we should try to set this on some sort of a timer, and then we all run for the gate. We still have some battle bots too, so.
Yeah.
Well, right now your battle bots are fighting off the reinforcements.
Oh, they're still fighting. Ooh, okay.
Well, I mean, as soon as the power plant was attacked, they called in reinforcements. So, your battle bots are doing their best. But,
I gotta say, let's do a timer and get to the gate.
You want to go to the Pandora Gate? All right.
Yeah, we're going to have a damn event.
I mean, the thing's going to blow up one way or another, so we might as well try to get out.
All right. How much time do you want to give yourself? You figure it takes you normally running at top speed or going at top speed take you about 20 minutes to get there. You don't know how long it'll take you to get through the security of the Pandora Gate, or you normally activating it only takes like 2 minutes.
30 minutes?
Well, that only leaves us 8 minutes.
45 then.
All right.
Yeah, 45.
All right. So you do that. Archibald, so you set it to do that. Archibald doesn't understand what you're doing to the power plant, but
I'm trying to explain to him that we're freeing God. It's a complicated process. He's a powerful God with powerful artifacts, and it takes a lot to unlock them.
Mm-hmm. So you start running. So you're taking Archibald with you?
Yeah, I'm carrying him.
Oh, okay, yeah. You are very strong.
He can't keep up, so...
No, he's just a normal human, and you are in a very strong robot body, so...
Archibald's about to develop feelings.
Yeah. Strong lady carry me. Strong robot lady carry me. Yeah, I don't know what this means.
Well, I think the robot's a male, so I don't know...
Well, you can be whatever gender you want.
I mean, it's a robot, and this is the future, so I can be whatever I want.
Yeah.
But...
I don't know what his pronouns are, or their pronouns are. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Gender. Yeah. So anyway, strong robot carry me. Strong. So, the 4 of you now, and technically 5, Bingle is like embedded in your systems, the little AI.
No, she's coming along.
Don't forget the Bingle.
Don't forget the little cat girl.
And so are our muses, which we don't think we have.
That's a little.
I have mine, but that's
So you're running to the Pandora Gate, and then you realize that's what the job of those broken angels is to guard the Pandora Gate. And so Bingle comes on. It's like, I have been talking to the angels, the broken angels. I hope you don't mind. I took initiative to do that, but they actually they're a bit confused, but they would be okay. I think they want to talk to you 3 if to decide if they'll let you pass.
Or you'll have to let us pass?
Yeah, the broken angels.
the ones.
It's not their decision.
Well,
I think they're going to physically stop us,
I think
though.
they are.
yeah, so you can have a fight or you can talk to them.
I say let's talk to them.
I'm going to hack them.
Okay.
No, let's
Well,
talk.
Are they hackable?
there's a lot of them. There may be too many to hack if in the amount of time that you have.
This is all the broken angels from the
something-
past 38
Thing
years.
controls them, though.
No, they were just told to guard it, so they're all like independent creatures, but they have nothing else to do. So
I say we'll talk to them.
you can fight them, you can outrun them.
We're gonna, but I say let's try.
They're the final obstacle
Go
between
ahead
you
and
and the
chat
pit.
with them, Tom.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna say what do you think? What do you think we should do?
I
I could sneak by them, but I don't know if you guys can.
You could run. You'd be athletics. You can fly around them with athletics as well. But it does take a couple minutes to turn the Pandora Gate on. So you'd have to hold out for 2 minutes from these angry angels if you don't talk to them.
Is there a way we can trick them into thinking we're important people?
Yeah.
No, you have to.
So they'll turn the thing on for us?
Sure. You could try.
You have to see, right? I remember. I think
You actually have a point of flex. So you could, and flex can be used for narrative declaration. So you could say that, Archibald knows how to talk to the angels. So you could spend a point of flex to say, Archibald has a relationship with the angels, and they'll listen to him.
Archibald
Yeah.
has a relationship with the angels, so we need Archibald
All
to
right, so
speak
you spend
to
your
them.
point of flex to do that.
I spent my point of flex.
Okay, so it says, I know how to talk to them. And
I read it in a book.
so the problem is they're divided into 2 camps as well. I think there are those who believe that the Pandora Gate should remain closed because it's a gate to hell, and there are those that think it's a gate to heaven. They're really divided about that.
Well, we're tell them we're gonna take the ones that want to go through with us, and then the ones that want to stay can stay and guard it.
Well, no, because the people who think it's a gate to hell think it has to be closed at all time, no exceptions.
So we need to somehow first get the people who think it's heaven on our team, tell them we're going to heaven, and then somehow overcome the other half of these angels.
We'll take the ones that want to go through, and then we will seal it from the other side forever.
Well, or if you can disprove that it's a gate to hell, then they will accept you. And things that are good are so you can say you're from the gate and you're not from hell. Therefore, it's not a gate to hell. So if you can prove that you're not from hell, you can get past easily. So now there are a couple ways to do that. One, you could say that, I can take it. One of us can defeat any of them in a single one-on-one combat, or 3-on-1. Yeah, they'll take. Yeah, all 3 of you can fight off their mightiest champion.
I'm no fighter. I don't think you guys are fighters either.
Yeah, or any test of faith. You could recite the Lord's Prayer, the Shepherd's Prayer. So just a cognitive memory test.
Or we could convince them,
we could do that. The little robot could tell us, or the thing in our head.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you were from hell, we could in no way could we interact with angels.
We could have them splash holy water on us,
and then we could just look, we can fully interact with you. We are not from hell.
Well, it'd have to be more dramatic than that. Like angels and demons can fight. That's for sure. They can touch each other. That's obvious. That's simple canon.
Demons actually are angels. So.
Yeah. See, so you could have Bingle give you the Lord's Prayer, or you could do a 3-on-1 fight if you want to test out the combat mechanics of the game.
I got guns at 60. That's it.
Yeah. Well, you have a gun. All of you have guns.
We could just ditch this idea and go get a spaceship and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to go through the gate.
We've already kind of committed.
I know, but these corn dogs aren't going to fucking move, and the spaceship's outside. So.
How much time do we have left?
A narratively appropriate amount. So.
A narratively appropriate amount.
I mean, I'm actually fully okay taking them with us. If we can.
Yeah. If you defeat the champion, you can get all the angels to go with you. So yeah.
That's what we have to do. We have to fight them.
Well, or you could recite the Lord's Prayer.
I think we should just recite the Lord's Prayer.
Okay.
Belt it out, Tika.
All right. So.
Oh no, the banjo or whoever has to tell me.
So Estika, I will let you do this. Let's see.
Do we have to make up a prayer? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I want a little role play in here.
Maybe we could, while she's reciting it, we can do some special effects to enhance it.
I've done this before. Let's see here.
Oh.
The King James programming, which is taking programming Bibles and the King James Bible together. All right.
And I know Greek, so I can speak it in Greek, and I think that would be pretty impressive to them as well.
They'll
all right.
Speaking in tongues, won't they?
No,
all right. So Amanda,
I'm
here
reading
I found
the Greek translation.
So here, this is what Bingle is going to read to you. So you just have to role play it and really sell this. Here, just pass my phone to.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, angels.
Yeah.
I need you to gather around as I complete the task you have set for me.
The stuff in italics.
This is a different interpretation.
I told you it's not Catholicism anymore.
This was first demonstrated in a clear way by Alan M. Turing, whose 1936 paper laid the foundations of the earth, both man and beast.
Oh, you're doing an Alan Turing thing.
Yeah.
Right.
They smote the city with the edge of the sword. And one of his main motivations was the high cost of proprietary software houses. What man is there that knoweth how to go about doing arithmetic on polynomials? The Lord is good. A stronghold in the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the name of some characters, including hex, octal, and binary values.
And those have words that are like, amen.
In this section, we design a proper set of selectors and constructors. This is the inheritance of the children of Israel. Are not my days few? Cease then, and let me not fall into a loop here. Now,
preach, sister.
Who waited till Job had spoken had spoken because they were constrained by the applicative order evaluation of scheme. Ben Bididdle, an expert systems programmer, looks over Alyssa's shoulder and comments that he is giveth salvation unto kings. We have also obtained a glimpse of another crucial idea about languages and program design. This is the thing which I greatly feared has come upon us. Desolation and destruction. And he found a pair of eyes scanning the directories for files.
Very good. Yeah, it turns out when AIs write a biblical scripture, it gets a little weird. So the angels say, no demon, nothing from hell could recite the truth, the scripture.
He is the Messiah!
Yeah. So they part the ways. So, Estika, you have, let's see, you have knowledge. Who has knowledge of gatecrashing?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Let's see here. Actually, I'll say all three of you have access. You first give me a knowledge gatecrashing thing.
3.
Okay. So you turn it on. So all three of you have the coordinates to one other planet. I'll let you decide. It's a distant planet that few people have been to. You could describe it in brief, and then the three of you can determine which one you go to. So, this is some distant planet that is, maybe there's a colony on there, maybe not. Maybe there's alien ruins on it. Maybe it's a jungle paradise with floating islands and blue people. No, there's no blue people. There's no living aliens. That is the only thing. There's no living aliens.
There's alien fauna, but not
yeah.
sentient. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. There could be animals, but not like there's no one you can talk to. So, who has a planet that they want to propose that you go to?
So the only planet that I have coordinates for is that one from Interstellar that's really close to that black hole and has really bad gravity and killer tsunami waves every hour on the hour. So I don't think we should go there.
Okay, I say any planet, and you're like, my planet fucking sucks.
It's the only one I have the coordinates for.
Okay. Yeah. That's great. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, probably not that one. Tom, what about you?
I have one. It's a like Omicron 4, I believe is what's colloquially called. It's believed to be a fairly Earth-like planet.
Okay.
That is rumored to have been one of the but back when there's still NASA still was like one of the earliest colonization attempts by sending like one of those solar sail ships too.
Okay, well, it hasn't gotten there.
No, it's on the way there.
Yeah, in like 1,000 years, maybe. Yeah. Okay.
But it's like there's possibly cryogenically frozen humans on the way there.
On the way there, yeah. Okay.
So we'll have help possibly at
or
some
competition
point in the future.
Yeah.
Or competition.
Yeah. Okay. And then Chris.
Okay, so it's just an untextured gray orb floating to Earth. Okay. No. You know those rock formations that are around, like, I think around the Wales area, it looks like man-made stairs.
Yeah.
It's on the coast. Okay, a planet full of that shit.
Okay. Nice. Very good. So, out of those three,
I mean, I like the coastal planet.
you like the Chris's planet? Okay. Well, that's Chris. Do you like that planet?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, Tom it's 2-1.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna go. I vote for mine, but
Yeah.
we clearly have a consensus.
All right. So you, Archibald, the Angels, and whatever resources you could scrape up and go before the meltdown hits. So yeah, you have a couple.
Holy meltdown.
Yeah, you have a couple of fabbers, a couple of like machines. You know, it'll be a very slow start to your little colony, but yeah. Or I mean, you could just once you're on the other side of the gate, you could spin it up and like go hopping around a gate crashing until you find a nicer planet. But yeah, just keep on going every week.
Something with a little imagination.
And hey, let us not strive for perfection because that's what always gets you in trouble.
Yeah. So yeah, your technology is advanced that all of you with just like a few machines can like recreate a city and civilization over time.
We're in Synthmore, so we have nothing but time.
Yeah, and you leave right before the meltdown hits, destabilizing and probably dooming the entire city. Maybe not. You don't know. You're not around to find out. But yeah.
Yeah, faith. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Did we bring that transmitter with us?
Oh, sure.
Yes. Okay. So we can call and get better coordinates later.
You got Archie, right?
Yeah, I brought him with me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Archie is. You're gonna spend a lot of time explaining things to Archie. He is.
We're gonna have to find him some food and this is gonna be difficult.
Yeah, that's true.
Just slot his mind to a USB thumb drive. He'll be.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Yeah, exactly. See, Chris is getting it. Yeah,
we can fathom a Synthmore flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, dude, you definitely don't want to be having to deal with food and breathing.
Yeah, I'll even say you get a couple of your battle bots to go through. So
A couple are left.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'll put fucking World of Warcraft on there. You run around being a purple elf.
Hey, we can sleeve him into one of the battle bots.
Yeah. So you blew up the cathedral city and founded a new colony somewhere. Maybe.
That's Eclipse space.
Yeah. So I'm very, very curious, Amanda. What did you think?
It wasn't what I expected.
Oh yeah.
I don't really know what I expected, but
your first game
it wasn't
was fair.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I told you like when me and Chris met, like what I thought like role playing games and Dungeons and Dragons were, right?
No, I don't remember. If you did, I don't remember.
We actually bypassed the fighting.
Oh yeah, we did. You could have gone into a lot of fights, but yeah.
So when Chris and I first met and first started dating, like I didn't know anything about like board games. To me were like Monopoly and Scrabble and Clue.
Oh, sure.
So I didn't know anything about role playing games. Like Dungeons and Dragons was the role playing game that I knew of. I've never seen anyone play it. I never knew anything about it. So I thought that there was a red team and a blue team, and you tried to fight and get your dragon from the other person's dungeon. Like I thought it was like an actual
competitive thing,
competitive like board game. type setup.
Sure.
So he explained that was not correct.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, we play a lot of board games, and we play a lot of board games and card games now, but we've just never.
We'll do
into
more
this or had the
RPGs,
opportunity.
but
Yeah.
did you have fun?
Probably started having fun about halfway through.
Yeah.
Once I started like kind of understanding, like I told you when we took that break, like I thought we would all take turns and like go in a circle type of thing.
Well, I was trying to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So which was great, and I really appreciated you like kind of pointing the things out to me, because now I kind of have a somewhat idea for next time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you caught on pretty quick.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like I thought your scene with Archibald was really good. That was getting to try to explain who you were to this person who's never met anybody from the outside and everything. That was fun, and of course your reading of the scripture at the end was very passionate, and I loved it. Yeah, so that was very good.
Thank you.
So we'll talk off mic about some other games we can try out. So we'll definitely do that. So Tom, what do you think?
It's definitely good. I mean, it's like it's one of those moments. I did again the moment we said like nope.
Don't want to take it over.
Nope. I would literally rather face a seed AI right now.
You'd rather face Skynet than
I would rather face Skynet
than dealing with meetings
than transhuman religious fanatics.
Okay,
Like,
well, I mean, you could remake society. You could just reprogram everybody.
No, at that point I was like, it's broken. Can't fix it. Get away from it.
Just gotta nuke
Keep
it
it away
from
from
orbit.
Earth. But
Yeah, all right. Chris, what do you think?
Oh, fun. A lot of fun. Yeah. I mean, he kind of has like a do anything's possible kind of feel to it. And it takes effort on my part to not just like, be an obstructionist asshole. But, I think it's a really cool setting.
Yeah. I like this idea because it's like a society cut off from everybody else and just like, it's kind of like the real world. People like cults just go out in the middle of nowhere and start up their own utopian society, and it gets really fucked up really quickly. And it's kind of like when you have really advanced technology, like you can make sure
now you can make it like a megalopolis.
Yeah, and it gets really weird really quick.
It's great when you can manufacture citizens.
Yep. So cool. I'll be running this on the Patreon. So check that out as well. And thank you all so much for listening.
We love you all.
And we'll talk to you later.
Bye.